Good morning. Good morning, Claudette.
Do you see me or not?
I don't see you, but I can hear you. So, are you on your computer?
That's great. I'm actually using my iPhone.
Okay. All right. And you can see me?
We'll see. Yes, no problem.
All right.
Are we the only ones or are there more?
There are more. There are more people that have signed up for the journey. So we will see.
Okay.
They are able to wake up with us this morning. But good job, you.
Thanks.
Is this your normal? Do you get up this early usually?
I'm feeling I would never be up at this time.
Well, thank you for coming along with me.
Oh, it's mostly 7:30.
You're usually up at 7:30? Yeah. We're
good.
It's a everyday affair to figure out what time we're gonna wake up. Like today, my whole family.
Sometimes you're cutting in and out. I can't hear you.
Say that again.
Pili, you're on. You cut the audio. You thought it was today or something.
I cut the audio.
It goes in and out, so I don't know if it's my reception or the service. I don't know.
Well, let me check on what Wi-Fi I'm on. Nope, I'm on the right Wi-Fi.
It might be because I'm upstairs. We have this my granddaughter's playroom, and it's clear, so I'm upstairs in this room. So maybe it's where I'm at.
Yeah. Maybe.
But I can see you fine.
Okay. All right. Cool. And then I see iPhone. So who's iPhone? Who's just joined us?
Is it me? It's Eleanor, Pili.
Good morning, Eleanor.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm here.
Yay, I know it's early. Thank you for joining. I'm so happy that you're on here.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So are you ladies sitting on the floor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're getting there? Yeah, Claudette, I think your internet is like
Floor.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go downstairs. Let me try that. Okay, keep
Okay.
Go ahead.
And so if you're sitting, I'm just going to invite you just to start to move just a little bit. I don't know if you're like me and you get a little bit tight in the back and hip area when you sleep, but I certainly do. So we're just going to kind of shift from side to side, keeping the sitting bones grounded into the floor. And it's just a way to wake up the body. So while we're doing that, I'm going to talk a little bit about why we're doing what we're doing right now and how grateful I am that you're joining me, because I've just really wanted to create a habit around getting up in the morning and practicing yoga at home. And I know that there's a lot of people who would love to be able to practice yoga at home, and sometimes you just kind of feel like, well, I don't know what to do or where to start or you know, whatever the reasons are why it doesn't happen. And I know for me that it's waking up early. Waking up early is really a challenge for me, but it's something that I want to tackle. And so just by allowing myself to get up a little bit earlier, I feel like that is something that I really wanted to create as a rhythm in my life. And I think for me, I do things best in groups. So I'm grateful that you guys are joining me on this journey. So you might be able to see behind me, this is my yoga corner. I literally like tell my family, like, please don't put anything in my corner, because if there's no other place in the house, even if this living room, because this is my living room, even if the living room is totally jumbled, I want one space to be clear so that I don't have an excuse to practice. And then I also have the excuse or the thought in my head, well, I don't know where to start. You know, I'm too tired in the morning to even think of what kind of yoga sequence I want to do. So I've taken that excuse away. I'm going to turn to the side and just point to my wall. You see there's papers on my wall. And those papers have different sequences on them. And it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday sequences. So I don't have that excuse. And then, you know, the only other thing that is keeping me out of doing what I said I want to do, which is have a morning practice, is me. And so that's the beautiful thing about what yoga does. It helps us to really confront the truth in ourselves and be like, hey, yeah, it's me that feels sluggish in the morning. It's me that doesn't want to get up for whatever reason. It's my mind that tells me, oh, it's too early. And if I just sleep for this extra 30 minutes, I will feel much better. And the reality is I wake up stiffer and I wake up more pose. I'm going to invite you to mute yourself on your end, or if you don't know how to do that, I think I can do it from the control panel. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to mute you, and then I will unmute you later. Oh wait, I think I muted you and then you unmuted yourselves. Okay, there we go. All right, so we'll start seated. Bring your hands to heart center. There's cats about, so they will probably walk through the frame because that's what cats do. All right, closing the eyes. And just begin to breathe deep. Breathe all the way down to the buttock bones and feel the buttock bones root deeper, furthermore into the floor. Observe how you breathe in. There's an expansion that comes in the hips and the side waist, up the back. I invite you to join me in making the sound Om together. Om is said to be the sound that you would hear if you went out into space and you could take your space mask off and then you could listen to the sound of the universe. Om is also a vibration that helps to tune your body to your mind and your mind to your spirit. And what's fun is when you're doing it in a class, you can hear all the different harmonies that happen. So I invite you just to take a deep breath and then Om with me 3 times. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the chin to the chest. Release the hands to the knees, palms face up. And slowly inhale and lift the head back to center. Blinking the eyes open, taking in the space. Okay, so let's come to hands and knees now. Hopefully, I'm going to turn this down so you can see my mat a little bit better. All right, here we go. All right, so we're coming to hands and knees with the wrist underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. Lift the feet, stretch the big toes back and press down. And now press from the knee to the shin bone down so that you get a tuck in the abdomen. It lifts up. At the same time, press the arms or press the hands down and pull the shoulders away from the ears so the collarbones stretch forward, opening the upper back. And then press the floor away. Exhale, round the back. So we're going to do cat and cow a couple times. So you'll inhale, you'll pull the chest forward. You'll exhale, you'll round the back, drop the head, tailbone down. Again, inhale, side ribs stretch forward, but keeping the shin bones rooted down. Exhale, round the back. One more time. Inhale, extend the collarbones forward, shoulders back from the ears, arms are straight, shin bones press so that the abdomen has a slight lift up, and then exhale, round the back. Bring the toes together, separate the knees wide apart, and sit the hips back on the heels, stretching the lower back. So we're just doing a gentle flow. Inhale, press the hands down, lift the chest up. Come forward, and then round the back, press back, hips to the heels. So we're gonna take cat-cow into a gentle flow. Inhale as we come forward. We pull the arms back to propel the chest forward. Then we round the back and bring the hips back to the heels. Once again, pulling the chest forward, round the back, hips to the heels. And now release the head and the heart down towards the floor. Stretch the hands forward and release the head. Arms are straight, press the hands down. And then inhale, come forward. Shoulders just behind the wrist and flip the toes under. Lift the knees up. Take the thigh bones back, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana, the downward facing dog. So you hold that pose, and I'm coming down to unmute you in case you have any questions or concerns. Okay. So again, keep lifting the buttock bones, press the top thighs back. You're working to elongate the spine. And we do that really by lifting the hips, the side waist, everything away from the hands and the shoulders. I have a sense that my outer hips are rolling back. They're pressing back. My inner thighs are pressing back. And all of that is pulling me further, deeper, more into my legs. And then my spine gets elongation. My abdomen gets to lift up. And you really start to feel how your organs get massaged in this pose. Hi, Pancake.
At any time that you want to come down out of the pose, feel free to do so and then come back into it. So this is an opportunity to really stretch the legs, stretch the spine, open the lower back.
Hello, girl.
Good, and come down to hands and knees. And sit back on your heels. So now we're going to do a little warm up for the shoulders. So we'll take the arms out to the side, roll the outer arm bones back so the palms face out, and then inhale, reach the arms overhead, touch the palms. Exhale, open the arms wide out to the side. Inhale, reach the arms up, touch the palms. Once again, take the arms wide out to the side. Keep the shoulder heads rolling back, chest open, and then take the arms up, palms touch, and bring them down through center. Interlace your fingers to the webbing and press the palm away from you. Now notice how your chest, your shoulder blade, your chest, your collarbones are moving back towards your spine. Instead, draw the arm bones back and move the chest forward and then take the arms up. Feel how your buttock bones root into the floor, root into your heels, and lift through the center line of you. Allow the lower back to lengthen as you lift up away from the waistline. And then exhale, bring the arms forward and down. Once again, interlace the fingers, switch the crossing, press the palms, shoulders back, inhale, reach the arms up, 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 lengthen through the side body, lengthen through the side ribs, and exhale, release the arms down. Okay, so we're gonna do Parigasana, the gate pose. So we come up to our knees. I'm gonna move back so you can see me. So we come up to our knees, and you really want to press from the knees to the top of the feet. The shin bones press especially, and then you'll step your right foot forward. I'm going to mirror you, so I'm stepping my left forward. So you step your right foot forward, then you turn your right leg out to the side. You want to see that your heel and your knee are in the same line. So your right heel and your kneecap are in the same line. Then stretch the leg to straight. Press the right thigh bone down so this inner hip crease opens, and stretch the arms out to the side. Now notice that the left leg wants to go away and go to sleep. Press that shin bone down so that the left side hip hugs in underneath you, and your waist, your chest, your spine gets a lift. Then exhale, we're hinging just to the side. So notice if you have a tendency to lean forward or lean back, comes directly to the side by pressing the left buttock forward, firming the right buttock underneath you. It's like you're squeezing the tailbone towards the midline and in. So right now I'm focusing on stretching the left arm as high up to the ceiling as possible. And then once you get your left side open, then you can start to take the left hand overhead in line with the ear and start to stretch the hand down towards the right hand down towards your ankle. Keep flowing the breath. So when you're in your yoga poses, you want to make sure that you pay a lot of attention to your breath. Your breath is supposed to stay pretty even. You know, we are exerting ourselves. So of course we might have our breath, get a little bit more forceful as we're heating up more. But ultimately we want to be able to maintain our breath and not feel like we're short of breath. So when you start to feel like you're short of breath, that's a sign, okay, maybe I need to back off, maybe I need to do a little bit less. until I can come back into control of my body. That's not to say come out of the pose. It's just to say, maybe can you effort, a little bit less. So we're going to take the right arm up. I just went straight into it. So stretch the arms first. Press the right shin bone down so your right hip hugs in underneath you. And then hinge to the left and stretch the right arm up. So we're really trying to lengthen the right arm as though you're trying to take it to the ceiling. Right side of the body lengthens, lengthens, lengthens. Press the right buttock forward. Hug both buttocks toward the midline. And then stretch, stretch, stretch the arms over to the side. And feel how the breath really does help you to infuse this pose. As you breathe in, you can feel that you can breathe up the left side of your body into your left ribs. And then come back to center. And bring the legs back underneath you. Sit on the heels. So this pose is called Vajrasana when you sit on your heels. When you have your heels on the outside of your buttock, it's called Virasana. So now we're going to come to Virasana. Widen the heels and sit between your heels. So your knees are together. Now, if your buttock doesn't touch the ground, then this is where sitting on a blanket or a pillow, or if you have a yoga block handy, then this is where sitting on a block will be helpful. We're going to take a twist and then we'll be done with this. So we're going to twist first to the right. I'm mirroring you, so I'm going to go to the left. But so we'll put your left hand on your right knee, your right fingertips behind you. And before you turn your head, roll your shoulders. So you're rolling your shoulders to the right. The buttock bones stay rooted, and you lift up through the chest. Lift the chin slightly, and then come back to center. Moving over to the other side, we're going to turn, lift the chest, turn the shoulders, and back to center. All right, so let's come now. We're going to lie on our abdomen. You can make a pillow with your forearms and rest your head on there. And then stretch the legs back. So you'll lift your right leg, stretch the toes back, lift your left leg all the way up until the whole thigh lifts off the floor, and then stretch it back. Good. Now you feel your pelvis is really rooting into the floor. Press the feet down. Press the feet down and lengthen the buttock flesh towards the heels. When you do that, you'll feel your abdomen, the place just above your pubic bone, lift away from the floor. So the buttock rolls towards the floor and you squeeze your tailbone in. Then bring your hands in line with your front ribs. Release the head to the floor. And now we're going to press the feet down. Inhale and lift the chest up away from the floor. We're coming into Bhujangasana, the cobra pose. Squeeze the buttocks, stretch the legs to keep it out of the low back. And then exhale, lower down. Then once again, stretch the feet, press the feet down, buttock to the heels. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, lift the shoulders, squeeze the buttock, tailbone deeply in. Exhale, lower down. So now we'll bring the arms forward in front of us, coming into Sphinx pose. Just allow your body to be dumpy. So you're just gonna let the bones hold the pose for a minute, and feel how when you do that, maybe your lower back gets a little achy. Your legs kind of go to sleep, and you feel how all of the pressure moves into your lumbar spine. So now we're going to awaken the legs. Start to stretch the legs as though you could reach them all the way back to the wall behind you. And then you'll start to firm the buttock. As you firm the buttock, your tailbone moves towards your pubic bone and your abdomen lifts up. Do you feel how then it moves it out of the lower back and more into the chest? There's like a stretching action coming through the front body. Can you feel that? Maybe?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. And then inhale. We're going to lift the chest, press the hands down, keep the buttock firm, keep the legs active, and we're stretching the front body just a little bit more. So we're really moving this stretch now into the thoracic spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Remember to drop the shoulders down, get a long neck. And exhale, lower down. Okay, roll to your right side. So now you're on your right side. Bring your elbow in line with your shoulder. Your shoulder in line with your hips, and your hips in line with your heels. So we're trying to be on one line. And you might feel a little bit wobbly as you do that. So just find where you can be. Notice that as you look down the center line of you, you might just be able to see your toes. But you want to keep your body in one line. Then we're going to lift the left leg, roll the left leg out so that the knee faces the ceiling, and then bend your left knee and bring your left heel to your right inner groin. Now, this is where you're going to get wobbly. So here, anchor yourself, hold your left knee, and then press your buttock forward, right buttock, left buttock. Move in towards the pelvis and lengthen. This is where you're going to get a little bit, you might feel wobbly here, so it's okay. But lengthen the right leg, the right heel bone presses into the floor, the right pinky toe presses into the floor. If you need to, you can place your left hand down in front of your face to help you. Sorry, this is your right hand. No, this is your left hand. Left hand down in front of your face or in front of your body to just stabilize you, and then come back in. Good. So now grab your big toe if you can. If not, grab your ankle. If not, grab your calf. If not, grab your knee. And then stretch the leg to straight. Here comes the cat. This is not for you. All right, and then we bring that down. Am I doing it right, kitty, kitty? All right, so now we're gonna switch to the other side. For you, well, yeah, I guess we should all just do this. So we're just gonna turn our bodies. And then stretch. See that your body one line. So when you look down, you don't see your ankles, you just see your toes. That's the marker that I use. So this pose is called Vishnu's couch. So it's like one of those 5 lion couches, you know? And then here, anchor the right foot, the right knee. You're going to place the right foot into the left thigh. Firm the buttock in, and lift the chest. So that you're still stretching from the pubic bone all the way to the sternum. And there's a firming of the buttock bones in towards the body. Then you can grab your big toe or your ankle or the calf, and you stretch the heel to the ceiling. And breathe here. And we bring the leg down. We're going to take one more downward facing dog just to stretch it out again. So come to hand.
here we go. We're gonna lift the hips up, press the thighs back. Feel how, as you really work the legs and the arms, the abdomen gets to let go. It gets to concave up and in. Notice if you're dumping in the arms, if all of the weight seems like it's just pressing into the hands, the energy actually should feel more like the lift up the arms toward the shoulders, and then from the shoulder blades up towards the hips, because the legs are working to stretch away from the shoulders. And then we'll bend the knees. We'll sit. And we'll cross one shin in front of the other. Bring the hands to your heart. Notice how your body feels. Feel how there's maybe a sense of vibration, a sense of energy moving. Notice if there's any other places that your body seems to be craving movement. And set your intention to maybe, after we come off of here, to keep moving a little bit more. Okay. So I want to thank you both for joining me today in our first day of our yoga challenge. And we will meet again tomorrow, where we will start with standing poses. So get ready for that. I'm going to unmute you now, and we can chat a little bit. How did that feel for you? Claudette. Oh wait, I muted you again. Hold on. All right, let me unmute everybody. All right. How'd that feel for you?
There we go.
No, it was very good.
Good. And do you have any places in your body that still feel like they need to be worked?
Sure. No, it's good. It's a good start. I've been a little lax in doing yoga, so I'm stiff. So it's good to start up again.
Good. Well, good. I'm glad you joined, and glad that this was helpful. And honestly, I'm going to be like needing you guys to show up every day so that I will show up every day, but we can do it together, right?
Yay, yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm just going to say namaste, which means the light in me salutes the light in you. So I'm going to say it, and then you say it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Stay.
All right. Have a good one. Have a good morning.
Okay. See you later.
Okay.
Thanks, Pili. You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.